All right, so we got Josh Williams here, Family First Life Knockout, and what I'd love for you to talk about, Josh, is what you saw from a building standpoint. We know you can produce, we know you can teach people how to produce, but from a growth standpoint, from a recruiting standpoint, from a business building standpoint, what do you see? What's your conviction? Where does your heart lie? What are your goals? Let's talk about what you've done, what you're doing. I mean, you're already at 700,000 issue paid as a team in 6 months, fastest ever hit that. Big goal to hit $1 million issue paid this month as a team. But let's talk about from that recruiting. What do you say? What do you do? Like just all recruiting. Let's go from there.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing with recruiting is the exact same thing as sales, right? So like regardless of what sector we're looking at in the business, we are problem solvers. So if you are a high level sales producer, it's because you're great at finding problems and solving those problems for clients. And the same thing with recruiting. So you can recruit in many different methods. I mean, we have the Go High Level campaign and so many different things that we can do. But when you don't have resources and you don't have the money and you can't make those investments and you're starting from ground like zero, like floor, that's where I started with building the business. And I did it through social media. I did it through what I was reaching out and saying to people. So the conversations I have is I just fish for problems. So if I'm talking to you, first off, if I'm offering you an opportunity is always something better than what you're currently doing. It's not something worse. That would make no sense, right? So if I'm talking to Grady, I'm not going just to go into your Instagram DMs and say, hey, man, I'm hiring. Are you looking for work? Or, hey, have you ever heard of Forex? Like, that's really weird, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably most likely follow you, like a few photos or whatever. You may or may not follow me back, but I follow enough to where some people follow me back at least, sure. Right? And those conversations I don't just immediately dive into. I let them see what I'm doing. I let them see my life. They'll see my posts. They'll see me moving and grooving. They'll see me making sales and see the team and see all of what we got going on. So they might recruit themselves. However, there is a time where I would take action. And what I'll do is I might see you in the gym on your story, or you might post a funny meme or a business meme or something. And I might swipe up and say, let's go, Grady, get it in, man. How many times do you work out per week or whatever, Okay. And I open this window of communication up for me and Grady without me wanting something from him, right? And the next thing that happens is, that's a normal conversation. Grady's going to hit me back and be like, yeah, dude, I go like 4 times a week. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Do you do like whatever? We're having a conversation
sure.
now. And
you're being a normal person.
Yeah, a normal person. We're just having a conversation, but I'm going to guide this conversation where I want it to go. I'm like, yeah, dude, so are you from Arizona area? Are you from Mesa? Like, where are you from? I saw you were local. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm actually from Phoenix. We should get together for a workout or something sometime. And he's like, yeah, let's do it, man, whatever. And then I leave him alone, right? And then maybe down the road, he posts a picture, I drop a comment, I hit him back up again, and we start talking again. And the next thing that happens is now we're back in conversation, and I'm going to say, yeah, dude, so what do you actually do for work around here? And he's like, yeah, dude, I work over here. Awesome, man. So like it, love it, hate it? What about it? How long you been doing that? No, what do you not like about it? I'm asking these questions to figure out a problem, because when Grady tells me, yeah, I work over at the grocery store. Awesome, dude, how long you been there? Well, what made you want to work there? And he's going to be talking. He's going to tell me things, right? And I'll ask more and more questions to pretty much get him to complain. And people love to complain or brag. And there's going to be one of the two that's going to happen. And the second he complains, he's saying, hey, I give you permission to recruit me, because he's giving me a problem, and now I have a solution for your problem. So, no, he'll tell me, I mean, I like it, but my boss is a jerk. Okay, boom. Hey, funny you say that, Grady.
Sorry, bro. This is good. I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
Sonny, funny you say that, Grady. My company's actually hiring right now. I might be able to get you in. No guarantees, but I could ask him, right? He might say, I mean, I like it, dude. I'm making great money, but I have, like, no freedom, like, no time to do anything. Boom. That's a problem. I need to solve it. Funny you say that, Grady. My company is hiring. I might be able to get you a spot. No guarantees. I could ask, though, right? So as soon as I identify a problem that he gives me, he's saying, yes, recruit me. And I'm saying, okay, great, I have a solution for you. And now when I offer the solution, I offer it in a way of not like, well, yeah, dude, I'm actually the owner of FFL Knockout, and I've done $700,000 this month, and I can recruit whoever I want. I can hire whoever I want. And then when I hire you, yeah, you can hire people too. It's not that, right? So I'm just like, it's a very traditional approach to where I'm like, hey, dude, I might be able to get you a spot with my company. I'm not sure. I could talk to my hiring manager. And you're going to be like, well, what do you do?
Got it.
And I'm going to say, well, I'm in financial services. People put requests in for their mortgage protection, their retirement, and their life insurance, and I help them set those things up. So, I mean, it's cool. I like what I do. I get to make my own schedule and stuff like that, too, and I make pretty good money. So I could try to get you a spot. I mean, we're looking for a few managers right now. I believe they are. And he's going to be like, dude, that would be awesome.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, yeah, let me talk to my manager. I'll see what I can do. And then I just hang out.
And you wait.
I just wait a few hours, maybe a day, whatever. And usually they hit me back and they're like, dude, hey, did you talk to him? And I'm like, hey, man, I actually did talk to him. They're actually not looking for any sales reps right now. We have too many. They are looking to put someone through our MIT program, our management and training program. So if you have any management experience, we might be able to get you in on that. I could talk to him. Right. So now I'm talking to you about being a boss, being a manager. No, not just sales reps. And I'm talking to you about this management and training program, this MIT program. And now you're like, dude, I've got to learn sales so I can teach someone, not just like I have to learn how to sell life insurance. Right. So you're going to be a manager. Like it's more attractive that way. Oh, yeah. So, and then it's very easy for me.
So keep going. You're like, I'm taking notes over here. I'm scratching it in the wood table. This is so good. Keep going. So they might be able to do it. They go, oh, that sounds great. Now what's the next?
Well, I talked to my manager. We are looking for some management, some positions to be filled in management. The problem though is that it's kind of like real estate. Like you have to have a license. You can't just like mess with people's financial and their future without having your license. So they said if you're willing to get your license, then they'll be willing to bring you on and put you through the MIT program. However, it does cost $200 for the study course, but they actually said they'll pay that for you. So, how are you with testing? Are you pretty good with like taking the test?
Let them sell them again. Let them sell themselves again.
Yeah, and I'm asking those questions, and I'm trying to get them to qualify themselves. Have you ever had any experience with management at all? And then they're gonna send you an essay. Like every person's gonna like send you a book on all the great things they've done with management and how they worked this and did that. Like that tells you, yes, I want to move forward. That's what they're saying, right? They're not gonna send you an essay about how great they are and be like, no, I'm not interested, right? So, and then I put them into contract. Hey, Riley, this is Grady. He's ready to get rolling with our agency. He's going to be going through the MIT program. He's not yet licensed though, but can you please set him up with this study course?
Okay.
And the job's done. And then what happens is,
so what do you plug them into? You get them in the group yet, or no? You get them in your private chats yet, or no?
If they're not licensed, they're not in the chats or anything like that.
You
no.
keep it. You don't want them to
go. They've got to get their license. Yep. Okay. I don't overflow them with information and all this crazy stuff. I just want them to get their license. So they get their license, but obviously they book the exam first, so they have skin in the game. It's like, dude, when I was in college for a year and a half before I tore my ACL and dropped out, and when I would have a 10-page paper due, it could be due in a month, but I wouldn't do it, right? But the night before, I would write 10 pages because I knew it was due. Yeah. So it's like, as long as you guys are putting people through contracting and you're actually getting the exam booked immediately, they have like a deadline that's going to do all of the micromanagement for you, like the date in which they're taking the exam. That is the system. Like the system takes care of it for you. I don't need to call you every day, check up on you every day. Like, your date's coming up in 5, 8 days, 7 days, whatever. Sure. I'll give you 10 days max, and you get the exam done. And I might call you up and see how you're doing. Hey, if you need anything or have any questions, hey, how far are you on your exam? How's it going? Things like that. But I don't plug you into anything yet.
Nothing. For no social. They can keep watching you on Insta.
They see us on social media, but I don't plug them into like our group chat. I have one group chat like with our team, and like I don't have them in Slack or anything like that. But I have a group chat, and it's only for licensed agents. Because I don't want people seeing people in and out the chat every day because someone failed their exam 3 times and quit, or whatever happened. Have to keep taking people in and out. Cool. Because it says so and so left a message.
Yeah. Okay. So there was so much in there, Josh, that was like. You've done that hundreds, if not thousands of times thousands of times. And there's so much tact in the way you do that, right? You're open, you're connecting with people, quick conversation, then I ignore them, leave them alone for a little bit, then hit them back in a few days or a week. If I see something else pop in their story, they engage. And you said something huge I've never heard before. People either like to complain or brag. Yeah. And it's so true. It's so true. If you're doing well, you want to brag. Mm-hmm. If you're not doing well, you want to complain. Mm-hmm. And so dig into that for a second more, like that, because I think a lot of people could carry on post that section, but the early on part when they're complaining about yeah, work's not this or that, or I want this. Like, how are you pushing them to that point, right in that early, just the opening part of your chat?
The question. So it's just we're asking great questions. So the type of questions I'm asking is, you know, when let's say I'm recruiting male, I'm saying, hey, male, so, you know, are you from the area? Cool. I start the conversation off. All right, now, what do you do for work? You're from around here? What do you do from work? Yeah, I am here. I actually work at the bank. Oh, awesome. I've got a few friends that work at the bank. How long have you been working there? Well, it's only been about a year. Oh, cool. Did you just graduate, or like what made you want to work there? Well, no, I mean, I did graduate like 3 years ago, but it was the only thing I found. And I mean, it's cool, steady income, but I don't know what I want to do after this. I'm kind of not happy. Well, what'd you study in school? Well, I studied, business management, and that's what she actually studied. So, okay, awesome. Well, what did you plan on doing, like, when you leave the bank, or, like, what do you not like about it? Well, I work a lot of hours. I get paid a steady income, and it's good, but I just feel like I'm stuck. Like, there's room to grow. Yeah, I know what you mean. I used to be there, too. So, what are you looking for, though? Like, what type of work? Well, I don't know, just somewhere that I can, grow and make better money. I just feel like I'm capable of doing more. Yeah, no worries. I totally get it. So funny you say that. My company is actually hiring right now. No guarantees, but I might be able to get you a position. They're actually looking for managers, I believe, though. Have you ever been in management before? And I'm just asking those questions. But the questions are, what do you not like about it? How long you been there? What made you want to get into it? Just those questions, and they're always going to complain. I don't think I've ever had those conversations where someone, maybe once, and I've sent out thousands of messages where people have said, I love what I do. Like, very rarely, because even when I think about myself, like, I've been doing, I haven't had a job, I don't think, ever in my life, but there's been times where I've been on both impact and I've been on both income side of the spectrum. So when people approach a career path, they want to make a lot of money, but then it comes to a point where they're unhappy because they're making money, but they have no impact and they want to grow. And then I've been on the side where I was making lots of impact. I wrote a book when I was 22. When my brother was shot and killed, I traveled the country speaking at middle schools and high schools, sharing stories and impacting lives. And it was all great, and I was broke. And I'm like, it's great, I feel good, but I'm not making any money, so I'm not happy. Then I've also been in positions where at 19, 20 years old, selling insurance, I was making $3-4 grand a week. And I'm like, I can't grow here. I can't recruit. They won't let me hire. They won't let me do management. They won't let me do anything. So I want to leave, right? So you got to have the impact and the income, and I think that's what you have to get with people. And most jobs I don't think there's anything out there at all like FFL. So I have that belief and like that conviction when I speak to you that this is better.
Yeah, I agree, man. That was, thank you for breaking it down. That's sometimes, a lot of times, people are like, hey, just send them messages and, chat bots. And, it's like, how do we think about LinkedIn? I'm like, dude, it's a spam service. Like, you have to be more tactful, and it's the work. People go, can I hire a recruiter to build my business? No, you have to care. You have to care. If you don't care, they're not going to care about you. And although we say you're not the magic, you're the person having success. And if you're the one having success, you're not willing to have a quick conversation with someone to help them and understand that, yes, I've had success, I've overcome objections, and I'm going to help you out to have success. Now go get your license. Then they're never going to stick. And that's something that it seems like you do. I mean, you on the phone a lot?
I am. I think lots of phone calls, yeah. I think what you just said, though, is a major thing. Is like, I don't ever want to be untouchable from people or from my team or anything. So, like, Joe, who just joined us, he's a rock star. He came out of Vegas, was door knocking, doing solar sales. And Joe hits me he follows me on Instagram. And all I see on his entire Instagram page is him doing like workouts and like CrossFit stuff. And all I did was I messaged Joe and I said, hey, Joe, thanks for the follow, man. You got to get me in the gym, dude. I'm starting to put on some pounds. Joe responded and said, hey, what's up, bro? I'm actually watching you on YouTube right now. And he said, are you guys really making this much money? I said, yeah, I mean, we definitely are, dude. But hey, are you free right now? Because I'm heading to my next appointment. Can I just hop on a call with you? Yeah. Got on a call with Joe, answered his questions, and Joe works here 5 minutes later.
How long has Joe been here?
Less than 30 days.
Are you licensed yet?
2 weeks maybe.
Made money?
That, yeah. I think you did what? Your first week you did like 6K. Yeah. And then you went to Florida, had a little slower week, did like 3K.
Clap it up for Joe.
Yeah.
Good work, bro. Happy to have you, dude.
And Joe's doing 50K this month.
Joe, I would bet on it. Look,
Yeah.
dude, if anyone that looks like that with that determination, he's got the look of killer in his eyes right now.
For sure.
He's gonna come flip the table up. So, Josh, I could talk to you all day, but at some point we got to get back to work. And I think that the calls and time we put in together, you've given us today, are going to help a lot of people. It's true, the mission you're on, the passion you have, the heart you have, it rings through every fiber of your being. And proud to be in business with you. Excited to see what you do, what you create, how many additional successful agencies you mint out of your agency. Yeah. I think FFL is only really getting started in the standpoint of, we talk about how there's 1 million licensed agents and 50,000 of them are contracted through FFL, and we only have probably 15,000 that write every single month. So there's a lot of people that we can put in a better position, and there's a lot of pet families we can go protect. And when you've got all of the assets that FFL has, it's no telling that you have the confidence to go out there and recruit the way you do. So we appreciate you, bro. Any final words to the team? Did you send them off for the week?
No, let's go work, man. I'm excited about this. Go all in.
All in, brother. Appreciate you. Have a great day.
Let's go.
Everyone, have a great day. We appreciate you all. Thank you, Josh. And we'll see you on the next call. Bye for now.